So the Doña County Historical Society was formed in 1963, and the main reason the group came together at that point was to save the Fort Selden site. The buildings out there were made of adobe, and they were suffering quite a lot of damage. They were about 100 years old at that point. The society came together to save what was remaining of the buildings out at Fort Selden, and they were able to get that designated as a state historic site. In the late 1960s, the society saw a great danger in a lot of the historic structures in Las Cruces being destroyed, and so they really championed the preservation, restoration in some cases, of a lot of those buildings. Buildings such as the old Amador Hotel, the Nestor Armijo House. Preserving history in general, I think, is an important thing to do. It benefits the community in terms of knowing what our past is, you know, where this community came from. And then we have a website as well, and it's a great place to get information about the society. The web address is Doña Ana County HistSoc.org.
When I first got here, I was impressed at the Wild West. Billy the Kid, Pat Garrett, people like that are just at the surface. I mean, you can reach out and touch them because the buildings and the organizations, Doña Ana County Sheriff's Office, they still exist. So you can kind of almost feel these figures from the past as you move through the community and stuff. And I'm generally interested in history because I think it tells us a lot about who we are, where we come from, why we do things. Another thing that we're working on is the Picacho Cemetery. It was abandoned, and it was overgrown with weeds and other debris, and people were dumping stuff on it. And so we, the Historical Society, recognized it as an endangered property. Define the cemetery, find as many graves as possible, and maybe put up a single monument listing all the names that we know are buried there. We'll never be able to identify graves with people, but put that up and maybe turn it back over to the village of Picacho, maybe one of the churches there or something like that. And then we'll step back away and get out of the cemetery business. Be part of this organization and help us preserve this history and educate the young people on what they've got here in the community, and it's great stuff.